Hello and welcome back. The next thing we are going to be doing is adding our sun in right here. So just make sure you have all of your planets lined up, and of course if I two-finger click that, make sure they are all named and use Inco blocks. Blockly is checked. Once we've got that, all we're going to do is go into library, we're going to go into building, and you're going to slide along this way here until you get to ellipsoid. Drag the ellipsoid into the very center of your work plane. And, oh, that is not my center. That is my center there. And then we're just going to make this whatever size we want the sun to be. So, about, that might be a bit big, but, you know, whatever you want it to be. And then two-finger click it. I am just going to color it, let's say orange for now. And that will be our sun. We'll be adding these little sort of the triangles around it a little bit later on. Okay, once you've got your sun where you want it, what we're going to do is we need to code this. So you should be a little bit familiar with how to use the coding function. So what we're going to do is we're going to go up to the corner up here, we'll click on code. You can see I've already got code in here, but we're going to run through the first two planets. So when you come into this script, it would just say when play is clicked, and then you'd fill this out here. But obviously I've done it on my other planet, so I'm just going to click plus here, and I'm going to click on coblocks, and then I'm going to code in the movement of Mercury and Venus. So what we're going to do is the first thing, and I'll just close this all up so you can see what's happening, is under this blocks tab here, you're going to go to control, you're going to go to loops, and you're going to grab a forever loop right there. Once we've got our forever loop, we're going to kind of scroll down, and under the other tab right here, there is something called run separately. So we're going to grab run separately, we're going to put it in there, and we're just going to put our forever loop inside our run separately group. And this is going to run the codes all separately from each other. So once we've got that put in, we're going to grab another code right here, this one called run parallel. So we're going to put run parallel right there. Okay, this will allow our planets to move at the same time. Okay, once we've got that, we're going to go and close these up here, close that up, and we're going to go to the transform tab. We're going to go down to transitions, and I think we're going to use this one right here. So we're just going to slide this up in here, and then all I'm going to do is two-finger click it, duplicate it, and then slide the next one down here. So they're going to be running at the same time. Of course, we're going to change it to the planet we want. So the first one is Mercury. The second one is Venus right there. We're going to rotate them clockwise by 360 degrees. So I'm just going to slide that up. Now Mercury is going to be our smallest radius. So we're going to put a radius of, I think, 4 meters, and probably we're going to do that at about 2 seconds. So I found usually just adding 2 onto your next one, so Venus would be 6 meters, and then in 4 seconds here. And then of course you change this to 360. Okay? Now you would just repeat this process for every single one of the planets. You can see, let's see if I have here, there's the Earth right there, and you can see that's at 8. And this one, it looks like I've set the amount of time to the same amount. You can play around with the time and matching it to your radius. It depends what you want to do and how you want the rotation to be, and how accurate you want it to be to the actual movement of the planets. So you can see all I've done is I've added on these other ones, and I've done exactly the same thing for the other planets here. Okay, so in the next tutorial, we're going to be working on coding our sun rays to be rotating around the sun, and we'll be doing that. First, build our model in Tinkercad.